Wanted to do a quick Q's corner right quick. I always say that, and it makes no sense because it's like a double whatever, so it makes it seem like it's a negative. Anyways, I just wanted to just briefly make this statement because there seems to be a lot of idiots who think that the some of the videos that I talk about have anything to do with dating, and they don't. I'm not one of those people who get on YouTube and tell you who you should and who you should not be with. That's not what I do. I don't dick watch and I don't pussy watch. I don't care where you put your dick, and I don't care who you allow inside your pussy. I don't care. The only thing that I argue is fairness. Now, I was going to do this video about this black woman who fell in love with a neo-Nazi. Some of you have probably seen it on Facebook. It's a fairly old story. I seen it probably about a year ago, and I saw it again, and I was going to do a video on it, and I thought about it, and I'm like, I don't really have a problem with it, and I don't really have an issue with it. The only thing that I found very interesting, I was going to say disturbing, but the only thing I really found kind of strange about it is nobody, and there was thousands of comments, hundreds of thousands of comments on this, so I didn't really go through all of them. But I went through about 100 or so, and everyone kept championing the fact that it was such a beautiful story about how this black woman got this neo-Nazi guy who used to be a wrestler to be her personal bodyguard because whoever she was with before was whooping her behind on a daily basis. And I just thought to myself, why is this woman not being called a coon? Because had it been the other way around, and a black man was dating a woman who was associated with neo Nazis, I'm pretty sure one of the things that would have been talked about a lot is if he would have been killed or something bad would have happened to him, it would have been because of the race of woman he chose to be with. Now, again, this is me in my honest opinion. I'm not a fan of interracial dating. I'm not someone who champions it, nor am I a person who poo-poos it and say no, you shouldn't do it. I don't have that kind of power, nor would I want it to be able to dictate and tell someone who they can and cannot be with. Again, the only thing that I ever argue is the fairness in how it's received. One of the main things I noticed was everyone thought this was an awesome love story. I've never heard a black man being with a white woman being called an awesome love story or a sweet love story or displaying the ultimate symbol of true love. Now, I'm assuming there are black men with white women that have that kind of relationship. Not necessarily the neo-Nazi part, but true love, and they really love each other and care for each other. And I'm sure that exists amongst all racial groups who may or may not be interracially dating. But in America, for whatever reason, there seems to be this hyper push, this acceptance of if a black woman is dating a white man, then she's trying to find true love. If a black man is dating a white woman, then he doesn't know, he's just a fetish toy. And I find that intellectually dishonest, disingenuous. Because from the stats that I've seen, it's not that many black women that are in married relationships with white men, or even non-white men, or just non-black men. Sorry. Now that's not to be said for anything. Like, it is what it is. But I've been noticing on commercials, they've been pushing this a lot. And pushing it a lot in the so called female's direction, meaning it's a black female, there's a white male. Now, I'm not sure, I don't know if anyone remembers when they did the Cheerio commercial where they didn't even have a white woman, but they had a little clearly visually seen biracial child talking to her daddy. And then I think there was one commercial, I think they did two commercials. Not 100% sure, and I could be wrong because my mind is getting very old. However, I think there was like a snippet where there was a white one. There was a white woman. Yeah, they did show the white woman, and the little girl was asking questions about Cheerios, and the mom said something about it. It's good for your heart and everything, and she like went and poured the cereal on the black dad. Do you know that Cheerios had to take that video down? Oh no, they didn't take it down. They had to turn the comment section off because of the vulgar comments that were being spewed between black women and white men. Now, why is it that the two groups that had the most disdain for the reverse effect seeks nothing but admiration and love when they are engaged into the same thing? It's something that should make people think, and it's something that should make everyone think. Not the fact that someone is dating someone that's a different race of that who they are, but the fact that when one gender does it, it's okay, it's acceptable. But when the other gender does it, it is highly unacceptable. It is a slap to all black women, in the face to all black women. And he hated his mama. Well, just like the video I did with the lady complaining about Rachel Dolezal doing braiding hair and how it's a slap to the face of black women everywhere. And I said, well, what is weave? Is weave not a slap to the face of every non-black woman who has that texture of hair and have to sit there and watch you pretend that you have that texture of hair when you don't? Is that not a slap to their faces? So would it not be a slap to the faces of the white mothers of those white men who decide to date someone black or non-white? Is it not a slap in the face of the black fathers who had the black daughter who decided, to use their logic, they hate their daddy, so they'll go get them a white man or a non-black man? See, it's amazing how the roles can never be reversed when the man is the one in it. But when the woman is in the one, and when the black woman is in it, it's totally okay. It's totally acceptable. And this has been preached in the black community. Well, I, for one, not even having a dog in this fight, but I am in the fight of fairness and integrity and honesty. And this is why I do my videos. I give my honest opinion of how I feel about a particular subject. And like I said, I am neither for or against interracial relationships. I've tried it myself. It didn't work out for me. So I would never tell someone, oh, well, you should never do it. I have my affinity to who I like, which are black women, which is why I am so critical of them. Though some of these trolls would lead you to believe that I hate them and I hate my mom. Because in the black community, having any type of civil discourse or civil disagreement with black women is the amount of treason. Unfortunately, there is no logic in the black community. And those of us who try to seek it and try to use it, we often find ourselves trying to climb up a pole that has been laced with Crisco. So, in closing, in this Q's Corner, this is more of me just kind of giving my intellectual perspective on the double standards of interracial dating inside of the black community, in the black side of the black race. Because for whatever reason, when a black man interracially dates, he hates every female in his family. But when a black female interracially dates, she's only exploring her options. Black men, you better wake up.